Hi guys, this is Crossy of Eclipse Gaming TV and welcome to part 10, I think it is, of my Gillingham FC Boyhood Dream series on FM 2015. And apologies for the big gap since the last video. I am still alive, I promise. You may have seen my little update video talking about a potential move back home and how it was going to help me find time to record more videos. Hasn't really worked out that way. Instead, I've been spending a lot of time travelling like an hour from work to go and visit my girlfriend and been at places where I haven't had computers and the chances to record. So that's caused a bit of a delay and I'm properly out of sync with recording videos, but I need to get a proper pattern going again. And I'm going to have to rush this one through and give you a one-match little refresher of how things have been getting on. We faced off against League Two side Morecambe in the FA Cup last time out and picked up a draw, so unfortunately we've got a replay. But back to the league before we jump into that replay, so that will be in the next part. Also good news is that in about a week's time, club captain Doug Loft is going to be back. He's going to fill this role that's currently filled by Welshman Freddie Eastwood, sort of in the hole behind the two strikers, as he's already managed to produce quite a few goals for us in that area. Emil Heskey going to lead the line, shift him quickly to target man. And then aside from that, we are pretty much good to go. Run through the side, so we've got Martin and Fish at left and right back. Got Leon Legg, who has played well despite not being one of our strongest central defenders stats-wise, but he's done the job. Josh Pritchard is going to sit in front, another Welshman, young lad. And then we've got Hessenthaler and Dak, who have well and truly sewn up those two spots in the central midfield, with Eastwood ahead of them, and then Cody Mack and Big Emil Heskey leading the line for us. So let's get straight into it. And as I say, it is just going to be one match today because I need to get on the road and watch Gillingham for real this time. It's going to be my first game of the season actually, which is a little bit disappointing. I'm normally a little better than that and I get to see the odd game. Darius Henderson, wow, ex-Gillingham striker when we're in the Championship, had no pace whatsoever. Whenever he had to try and chase something down, he just couldn't get anywhere near it. But like quite a few Gillingham players, managed to find himself with Watford up in the Premier League for a little while, but he's fallen all the way down. So it's going to be interesting, but I think we'll be showing him onto his weaker foot. Alright, aside from that though, let's go for it. Hoping Darius Henderson doesn't score against us. So they've got Kevin Lisby on the bench as well, formerly at Charlton. Bet he's in his sort of mid-30s now, but I can guarantee he still looks like a 12-year-old. Johnson McDonald into Pritchard. Dispossessed. He's through to Cody McDonald offside anyway, but could have done a better job with the finish. Pritchard back to Dak. He scored a few good long-range efforts from about that sort of range. Cox's effort for the Orient, high and wide. Estar into the box. McDonald flicking on again, caught offside. Come on, son, what's the line? Well, we're at it actually, because it's been a little while since I've jumped onto this save. I'll have a look at where we are on the league table. Darius Henderson with a chance. Luckily a block went in. We'll get the league table. Stretch it out a bit. Stretch it out a long way to try and find us. In fact, I can't get far enough to find our league position, so it's below 20 seconds. Rooted firmly down in the relegation zone. Again, Henson finding a bit of space. I think at this stage I have to be fairly happy to be going into half-time at 0-0, as long as it does stay that way in the last couple of minutes. One thing about making any changes just yet, but I've got Luke Norris, Chris Bright, who both got goals in them. Brennan Dickinson, fast wide player. Not really working the formation, haven't really got the players in those wide areas with the ability. But he can play up top as well, so I might use him for an injection of pace, we'll see. Neon Legwell in. Pumps the ball into the channel. Bit of a disappointing goal. I think it might have been, two centre-backs fairly close to him and not close enough. Neither of them went to try and put a foot in on that. Fish second to that ball, shouldn't have been. Good over them throwing himself at that. Door flick to Heskey. Spreads it out wide to Martin. Chance for a good ball in. Or a sublime finish like that. Wow. This one's pretty special. Catches the goalie off his line. Don't know how much of that was by design. If he's just trying to float one to the back stick for Cody Mack to head in. Judging by the marking and the position of the goalie, let's not give a goal away straight away. Oh, wow. Saving the last-ditch challenge, managed to flick that out for a corner somehow. Open net to aim for. Cody McDonald well in. Not your stereotypical striker's challenge, but what a... wow. What a ball that is, and what a finish as well. This is pretty special. The fact that there's two strikers completely unmarked, a little bit disappointing. Martin should have been tighter, should have picked him up, but sublime finish. And Dagnall again going for another stunner from inside the box. Egan heads clear. Dak wins the foot race, but Humphrey goes straight through him. Last minute of the game, Joe Martin, the goal scorer. McDonald wayward with his pass. Lake Norton just need to play it out. 10 seconds left to kill. And then Stuart Nelson decides he's not going to try and pump it forward. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. Pass on the disappointment to the team. So we've got Morecambe coming up next time around. Joe Martin out for 2 to 3 weeks with a thigh strain. So we'll let the physio take control of that. Emmy Heskey is now one appearance away from making 15 league appearances, which will trigger a contract extension. Interesting. Okay, well, we're going to have Douglas back hopefully in time for the Bradford game. I'm not sure I'm going to rush him into the Morecambe game. Just going to use a bit of rotation in that, I think. But I need to get going and see if the Gillingham team in real life can perform slightly better than my boys are at the moment. I will flick you onto our current league position, which I believe is rock bottom. Yes, it is. So right down there in 24th. We are 2 points clear of the next team above us. We are 6 points clear of safety, but there are a lot of teams down in that region. So a good run of form, and you never know, we might be able to turn things around. Who knows? Worst case, I could always try and jump across to Sheffield United, who are sitting at mid-table, but I don't think that's quite the idea of what we're trying to work with this series. So we'll keep pushing on, and hopefully I can survive the season without getting the sack. If we do get relegated, then with that contract extension, Emil Heskey will be playing League 2 football next season. So and that will be a little bit interesting. A bit of a change from playing a 5-1 thriller for England against Germany. Amongst other various accolades. But thank you very much for watching. Apologies that I haven't been putting too many videos up lately. Hopefully I'll be able to trickle a few more through and just get into a proper recording schedule again, so that I'm not leaving weeks and weeks between videos again, which seems to be a habit that I'm getting used to. But thank you very much for those of you that have stuck with us. Any ideas that you've got to try and change our fortunes, then please let me know. I will start having a hunt and see if there's one or two players I can bring in, maybe one or two faces that need to head out the door in the other direction to free up wage room. We shall see. But I will catch you next time. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Any comments, drop them in the box below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm going to be trying to pick that activity back up. Catch you next time.